Don't look nervous. Look
Just
normal.
hold on. I'm here with Michael Bonde.
No, it's not Michael. It's
Thank you.
Anyway, Fernando Cornstein, David Cartu, Michael Bonde. For sure one of our favorite players on the team. Joined up with us recently. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am Michael Bonde, 26 years old. I'm from Denmark, a little country in Scandinavia, just north of Germany. I basically play Magic. I don't do it as a living. I study, but in all my waking hours, I play Magic and hang out with friends playing Magic and just having a good time. That's basically it.
So when I came into the scene with Fernando, it seemed like you guys already knew each other. How did you meet him?
I was like attending to GPs back in 2008. I thought I was really good, but looking back, I probably wasn't that good at that moment. And I went 6-3 in the tournament. But I met Fernando. I was like coming into Legacy. Legacy was just about to explode at that point, and Fernando had a lot of cards, and I had some cards I needed to transfer into other cards. So we were like trading a lot, and I got some cards I needed. He got some cards he needed, and he gave me a price on my volcanic islands. Like, would you like to trade them for this? And I said, I'll think about it. So the day after, I was pretty tired, and I was in my head. I was thinking, oh, he said he wanted to trade for this. That's a super good deal for me. So I went up to him and said, I'm definitely down with this trade. And then I realized I was like calculating in a different like coin. So he got it really cheap, but I was really happy that I made this trade. Until an hour later when I realized, oh, now I can't even trade this for, oh, that was a really, really bad like deal for me. But I made a lot of other good deals, so it like equal out in the end. But
Terrible person, you know that?
just,
I know that.
The first time I met him, okay, I'm with my kids, okay, in a little event, and my son's looking for a what was it? A Primeval Titan? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he comes and he's looking through my cards. Whatever. What do we have here? Pulls out a foil Sword of War and Peace. And I'm just like, whatever. Give me the. I'm just like, whatever. Give me the Primeval Titan. My kid needs it. And he's like, okay. I find out it's a $100 card, and then we became partners.
that's a good story.
That's a good trade.
Yeah.
Good trade. Yeah.
That's a pretty good trade.
So listen.
But I think I was more than. I told him.
Yeah. I was 100%. I was 100% informed that.
You telling yourself that.
But I also saw Fernando come out with a rack of cards after trading his Black Lotus away, and he was pretty happy making that trade at least. But it was like, it's actually a fun thing. I traded 4 Great Sable Stacks for 4 Natural Orders at that point. Like, it was just before Legacy boomed. You could trade an Baneslayer Angel for Underground Sea. Yes. I did that with the Sunny guy, whom we do not like.
Talk about you. I always hear something about Team Rocket, and I hear Death and Taxes.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
Well, when I'm not playing for MTG Madness, which I am actually playing for, Team Rocket is like a group of my really good friends from Denmark, whom I travel with a lot. So we take to these trips to the US and to GPs. We're always 2 or 3 attending, and then we just like do the same hotel and having a great time. So it's not like a team in general. We talk about drafting and seal, but it's more like we travel together and are having like a best time. And we're some of the best players of Denmark. Okay. That's like teamed up.
How many are you?
We are 7.
Wow. So you're like a crew.
Yeah, we're like this crew.
That's like the Denmark crew's Team Rocket.
Yeah.
A good Denmark player.
Yeah, there are some really good players as well.
Okay.
But they don't play regular as we do. They do their jobs and don't have time to travel. Sure. We're like individual. We play like different kinds of formats in Team Rocket. Okay. So me and a guy called Thomas Enevoldsen, We play Legacy, and we've been playing Legacy for a long time.
Okay.
So two of our friends won a MOX tournament with in a Legacy tournament with restrictions.
Okay.
You were not allowed to play non-basics, and there were all these rules set up by a guy. And they made this Death and Taxes deck from an old shell that was used like long time ago. Me and Thomas picked it up and tried to play it, and Thomas like fell in love, and I was not 100% convinced at that point.
Yeah.
So I played a lot of Moto, Magic Online.
Yes, of course.
And eventually I came hooked on the deck. So I got the entire deck and Thomas got the entire deck. He kept on playing it, but I moved away from the capital.
Sure.
So he won a big major tournament. He went top 4 in a major tournament in the US. He did 11th place in Ghent, Legacy tournament. He won twice the Danish National Legacy Masters. And then he told me, now it's time, you're a good player, and you know the interactions, and you know the deck. Goddamn, play this deck. And I said, sure, but we need to talk like everything through, because you've been playing it for 2 years, and I need to get like refreshed what's up with the matchup. So we were looking at the deck and trying to tweak it. And we're talking about the Sarah Avengers. They were like misplaced in the deck. The Death and Taxes deck, to you guys who don't know it, is like mono-white control-ish deck with Wiles and Wasteland and Retardant ports. You simply just outgrind your opponent. The reason why it's called Death and Taxes is it's the two things you never can get away from in life. You die eventually and you pay taxes. Damn.
Grind to death.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we agreed on that the Sarah Avengers were really awkward.
Yeah.
So Thomas came up with, let's play like, I think Mirren Crusaders are really good in the format. And I was like, yeah, because everyone is playing like these Buck Control, black-white, like Abrupt Decay is a really strong card. So let's try and cut some Mangaros and the whole like funny thing about the deck, and let's just put some raw power in that you can win. That's non-conditional. You just simply just win. So he said 3 was the right amount. We were like discussing which should be the 4th card. We were talking about Restoration Angels, all these different cards that has an effect on the board when they enter. Like really, really good cards. Yeah. And then eventually Fiend Hunter was like the card that came into the deck.
Yeah, that's great.
We were talking like it's a 1/3 that the Banishing Priest. Yeah,
right.
exactly. Because it's really good against the Tarmogoyf decks and all these sorts of decks. So we got like the 60 cards on spot. Yeah. Then I said, I think Cavern of Souls would be a really nice addition to the deck.
Sure.
And Iganju Castle. They used to play Iganju Castle when they played Isamaru Hound of Kunda, the 2/2 legendary. So we put in the Caverns of Souls and Iganju Castle for Talia and Mangara. Okay. When they play Punishing Fire, you can like Iganju Castle and save your... and Jund is a really tough matchup because they recur their Punishing Fire and just keeps on burning. So we eventually had like these 60 cards, but we needed a sideboard. So we were talking sideboard plans, what were we afraid of, what was our bad matchups. So we just like grinded all these games, where I was playing Mono Red, he was playing Death and Taxes. Like lately, we've been playing the Show and Tell against the Death and Taxes decks just to see how the matchup is. So now we like know every single matchup and every single play in the matchups. And we came up with 13 cards that definitely should be in the sideboard. Okay. He wanted the Sunlands. That's a funny card. And eventually I'm playing Sunlands as well in my board. Because it's really good against Delvers, Deathright Shamans, Confidence, the Dark Confident, the Bobs. But we agreed on like 13 cards. And then the two cards left, it was basically the same. I played an Oblivion Ring, he played Leonin Relic Warden. So it's just a creature instead of the enchantment. Yeah, and I was playing, I think, a Rest in Peace, and he was playing, I can't remember, a Sunlands more, I think. So we got this entire deck. Went to the tournament, made our own Danish deck check on McDonald's, Mag Attack. And then we went to the tournament, and I went undefeated until I got beaten by Alexander Hayne at 11-0.
At the half-time? No.
No, yeah, it was the first loss, and then I lost to a guy from Germany, and then I drew with Jacob Wilson, who eventually came in second. Thomas lost the game, and then drew a game, and then he played against the control deck's entire day, which is the best matchup, because we play a really nice card.
What GP was that?
It was GP Strasbourg.
Strasbourg.
Yeah, and we play like probably the most powerful card in Magic. You can get it on mtgmadness.com. It is Cataclysm. Cataclysm is an underrated card, but it is really, really powerful, and it completely crushed the control decks. So he came in second after the Swiss with a record of X1 and 2, I think, and I came in at X2 and 1. And then, unfortunately, we got in the same bracket, so we played against each other in the semifinals, where he won. We had a really nice match on camera, open sideboarding and everything. And then he eventually won against Delver in the last match.
Nice feeling, huh?
Yeah.
First and third place.
That was qualify for PT Dublin, which was that was like the best thing about it. He probably likes the win.
It's pretty cool. You guys came up with a deck, okay, based on restrictions from some random Magic shop, and then it turned out to be a fundamental deck in the format. That's pretty awesome. So what's up? What's up with today? How have you been doing?
Today I'm doing a wonderful 3 buys and 2 losses. So I'm 3-2 at the moment. Still living the dream, but and I'm gonna burst some bubbles from now on. But it's.
What were you playing? What's your?
I'm playing like this pretty solid green blue. We're playing Seal, so yeah. I'm having an opportunity.
Green, huh?
Opportunity, Scavenging Use, Buyback Alpha, 2 cancels. That's basically the deck. It has some sweet tricks. I lost against Jeremy Desani. Really nice.
One of our players.
Yeah, really nice player, and he completely crushed me. He did a right decision by. I won against him when he played blue, and he made a right decision turning into white, black white instead of black blue. And then he just my deck couldn't handle his the power.
You stayed with the same deck?
Yeah, because I didn't really have the options. And then I just played against a random German guy who just, he had 2 of the 3-2 first strikers, so my cancels were pretty worthless, and he just played really aggressive, and it was 3 really fast games, and that I eventually lost, unfortunately.
So how do you think you're going to do through the tournament? Are you worried? Do you feel like maybe
I'm actually.
The deck is not good enough, or is it just like the games just sort of played out the way they should, and that's sort of the way it goes?
I think the deck is okay. Yeah. Like it's a bit above mediocre, I think.
Okay.
So I definitely should do a 6-3 record, which is not good enough, but I'm hopefully gonna win 4-0, and then do day 2. But it's like
nice.
It's like the last European GP before September.
And that's
so
the new season?
No, it's just like the entire September. There's no GPs.
That's right,
so it's like there's a break after this one. So I'm actually just like enjoying being in Prague and just having a good time, hanging out with these good guys.
And man.
Yeah,
wait, that doesn't sound right.
Just having a good time. So I'm actually not that. Usually I'm a bit pissed when I lose, but I'm actually like pretty happy just being here, and even though what the record is, I'm gonna have a good time until Monday.
Good.
Yeah.
That's the best way to play.
Yeah, definitely.
You always, what did Narciso always says? You never learn when you win.
Sometimes you learn when you win, but yeah, you often learn when you lose to yourself.
Yeah, that's it. So, anyways, listen, it's great to have you, man. And
it's great to being had, or.
Great to being had. So, anyway.